It's weaning day for the ram lambs, and everybody's pretty worked up. Even though the rams are all the way across the property. They're all the way on the other side over there, but they can now hear each other. So, look at JoJo, she's calling nonstop. So I'm gonna go check on them, see how they're doing, but the ram lambs, we took them one at a time over to the ram flock. Yeah, they're pretty worked up. Man. But it was 100% necessary. The ewes, some of them are getting pretty skinny. See, even this big old ewe here is still drinking milk. And you know, it's one of the things about having them in these small paddocks. It's really the only downfall that I've found is that the moms have a little bit more trouble weaning their lambs when they should. So you'll have somebody that's just a smaller ewe like Joy there, and she should have probably weaned hers, not because he's huge, but just because she's kind of getting skinny. And once they start to get real skinny like that, they should start kicking their lamb off and not letting them get milk anymore. But they're not doing it. And you can see, like JoJo, her ram is giant. Cowboy is hers, and he is huge. And she should have kicked him off already, but she didn't. And I didn't see him actually getting much milk off of JoJo, but Betty and Joy, Betty had twins, and they're both huge, and so she's getting a little skinny. And Joy's getting a little skinny, so it was definitely time. But JoJo's just calling. Look at these guys. Hi, can you be pet? No? Spring does. Betty, you're gonna knock me over. Oh man. Look at Spring here. Spring is Betty's. So this is Betty here. Goofy thing. She just always wants her scratches for sure. But you, come here. I ain't gonna hurt you. But yeah, so weaning day for sure for these guys. You know, when they're starting to get a little bit thin, you just got to watch it. And the trouble is, I can't put the ewes over there with the rams. Betty, you're going to shove me over. So what I did last year and what I'm going to do, or what we did this year now, is, yeah, look at that. Now really, those two could be off of her, and I wish they were, but I don't have another spot right now to put them. And I actually tried to separate all of the lambs out, and they just basically tore right through this fence and went right back in. So the trouble with it is they need to be separated, and they need to have some other sheep over there with them. Otherwise, they're not going to stay. So JoJo is not happy. I'm surprised she's so freaking out so much. She is a real protective mom though, but man, her lamb is huge. So basically, to get each one of the rams, we pulled up with the Jeep, and I went in there and I dumped a little bit of grain just to take their attention, and then just grabbed a leg, took them and handed it over to Laura, and I helped her get in the back of the Jeep with the ram. I'd turn the fence back on, and then we go drive out to the other flock. And then I'd help her get out. I'd take the ram from her, and then we'd both grab, she'd grab the front and I'd grab the back of it, and we'd set it on the other side of the fence in there. And we just did that till we had all 4 of the new lambs, and it worked out good. So I'm getting ready to go check on those guys and make sure that they're in their fence and all is well. What do you guys think? Are you getting irritated? Yes. Yes, this is their this is their not impressed faces. Yeah. Oh. Hi, Roo-Roo. Hi, Roo-Roo. JJ, Dave, whew. Lots of bugs. Look at, they're all interested in the ewes already. Look at them all curling their lips because she just urinated. So, you know, especially there's a couple that are really ornery, but Henry, the white one on the left side, he's gonna be a good breeder for somebody. At least he should be. He's already pretty aggressive about that. Not aggressive towards people, but just aggressive towards the ewes, so he'll do a great job for somebody. But yeah, they're down here hanging out with the adult rams and a couple ewes. I got Star and Rudy down here. But those guys are plenty big to get weaned, especially because they're just kind of draining their moms. So Ricky here, he is the dad of all those. So he's Australian White Katahdin. He did a really good job. Turned out to be an awesome ram. What do you think there, Ricky? Those are your lambs, buddy. Yep, those are each Australia White, Katahdin, Dorper. Let's see. Yeah, that guy right there, that's Cowboy. So that's JoJo's. JoJo's the one that's just been calling non-stop mostly. And that black one there is a twin. That's one of Taggy's. She's our black Katahdin Dorper. Then the next one laying down, the white one, is Henry. He's one of the twins of Taggy. And then that last white one is Walter, and that's Joy's little ram lamb. He's super friendly. These guys are funny. Half the time they just pretend to charge each other and then they go up and snuggle. Don't ya? Don't ya? Yeah. They're all starting to shed pretty good now though. See, he's got that big old chunk hanging off of him. That's all loose, so it's loose about halfway up its back. So eventually he'll get that all off of him. Dave's starting to shed. I think that's gonna just start to peel off of him like a blanket. Oh, buddy. Aye. But yeah, so we have JJ, Dave, Chico, and then these 4 ram lambs. As soon as they're weaned, they're going to be ready for new homes for somebody. Chico, we've had him now for like a year, and I think when we got him he was a year, like a year and a half maybe, or something like that. So he's probably about 2.5. The only one that we plan to keep, I think, for next year is Ricky again. We're going to breed him to some of ours. And some of them, probably the younger ones, we won't breed this winter. They'll wait till the following year. Star's probably going to have a winter lamb again, because she's been over here with these guys.